Same-sex marriage should be the top priority of the queer rights movement. The main reasons for this are because marriage is a sympathetic idea which most Americans understand, and because same-sex marriage is steadily gaining more support than other top priorities of the queer rights movement. The main vision of marriage is the romantic idea of a couple embracing on their wedding day while their family and friends watch. It is a simple picture of love and acceptance, which makes it an ideal battleground against homophobic, hateful laws which attempt to prevent same-sex couples from marrying. Additionally, the idea of love is one that everyone understands the concept of, and many view celebrating that relationship with a wedding as an essential milestone in life. The romantic, non-confrontational wedding day is in stark contrast to the other main battles that the queer community faces today, such as the Employee Non-Discrimination Act, or the ENDA, which would prohibit discrimination based upon sexual orientation or gender identity. Under the ENDA, a homophobic employer might be forced to allow a gay employee at their company. Thus, that employer might harbor a deeper resentment against the queer community. However, the newlywed couple will not force a homophobic wedding officiant to marry them. The ENDA also fluctuates greatly on the amount of support that it gets, and currently has very little. When Representative Jerry Studs and Senator Ted Kennedy introduced the bill in 1994, it had 137 co-sponsors in the House and 30 in the Senate. However, not much has changed. In April of 2011, when Representative Barty Frank and Senator Jeff Merkley proposed the bill, it had only 153 co-sponsors in the House and 41 in the Senate. Clearly, the ENDA needs more time to gain support. However, attitudes about same-sex marriage have shifted greatly in recent years due to the emotional connections that Americans have regarding marriage. Thinking of two people getting married is a stronger appeal to positive emotions than thinking about a gay employee sitting in a cubicle. In 1996, according to Gallup polls, 27% of Americans believe that same-sex marriage should be legal. And in 2011, Gallup announced that for the first time, a majority of Americans, with 53%, believe that marriage between two people of the same sex should be legal. It would, therefore, be irresponsible to shift the focus of the queer rights movement from marriage to another issue until same-sex couples are allowed to marry in all 50 states. Additionally, the ENDA does not have a firm message of inclusion for transgender Americans, while same-sex marriage does. The ENDA proposes protecting two classes: sexual orientation, those usually considered gay or bisexual, and those with varying gender identities, transgender people, into the same bill. In the past, lawmakers and even lobbying groups like the queer organizing group, the Human Rights Campaign, have supported taking transgender people out of the bill. However, same-sex marriage would apply to transgender people who want to marry someone of the same legal sex, even if their genders differ. It is impossible for lawmakers to exclude transgender people from this bill without specific wording taking them out. However, the most compelling argument that same-sex marriage is the correct battle to fight is to quote CEO Jim Daly of Focus on the Family, an evangelical nonprofit which focuses primarily on defining marriage as a traditional union between a man and a woman. When asked about the status of the same-sex marriage battle, Daly stated in a Christian news magazine, quote, "We're losing on that one, especially between the 20 and 30-somethings. 65 to 70% of them favor same-sex marriage. I don't know if that's going to change with a little more age. Demographers would say, probably not. We've probably lost that one." With those words in mind, it is obvious that same-sex marriage is gaining steam, and soon it will be legal in all 50 states, and that this is the issue that we should be focusing on winning.